All right, it says the given function can be rewritten as f of x equals the absolute value of x plus b, where b is a constant. What is the value of f of 1? Well, if I want the value of f of 1, I could just plug in 1 straight away. That would give me the absolute value of 1 plus b over here. And if I actually plug in 1 in the original function, then what I would get is, let's see, 1 squared plus 2 plus 7b times 1 plus b squared. Well, if both of these forms can be rewritten as one another, then these two quantities have to be the same. So what I can do is I can set these two quantities equal and hopefully solve for b that way. So this would be 1 plus 2 plus 7b plus b squared. And I want to find a way to get rid of the square root, and that's going to force my hand to square both sides. Now, when you square an absolute value, the absolute value just goes away, and that's because where the absolute value was making a negative thing positive or a positive thing still positive, the square is going to get rid of that negative component if there is one. So that means that I'm just left with 1 plus b squared equals, and the square root and the square are going to cancel, 1 plus 2 plus 7b plus b squared. And I got to FOIL this out here. That would be equal to b squared plus 2b plus 1 equals this quantity from before. And I can just, looks like I can cross out the b squareds and the 1's here. If I subtract 2b on both sides, then I'm going to get, well, let me actually subtract the 2 on both sides as well. Negative 2 equals 5 times b. That means that b is going to be equal to negative 2 over 5. But that's not the answer that we wanted. We wanted f of 1, but once I have the value of b, I can just plug it right in. In this case, 1 minus 2/5 is 3/5. So the absolute value of 3/5, well, that's already positive. So I would get an answer of 3 over 5, or 0.6. Now, this wasn't the only way that we could have solved this question. We could have set these two equations equal to each other, these two expressions, without plugging in 1, and gotten the same answer for b, and then we plug in 1 after that. Doesn't matter which order we do it in, as long as we did both by the end of the question.